Remember those times when rockets were fired and they actually stayed intact? Ah, good old times. Now, let's dive into a recent event that's got the whole world buzzing. You may have heard a thing or two about SpaceX's Starship rocket. Yes, the one that exploded again, but this time it's a bit different. This time, the rocket went farther than ever before. It soared to the edge of space, marking a colossal leap for mankind, and for a moment there it seemed like the future of space exploration was within our grasp, but alas, the Starship's journey was cut short. It exploded mid-flight, leaving us all in a cloud of suspense and a shower of debris. The reason for the failure? Still a mystery. The folks at SpaceX are scratching their heads trying to piece together what went wrong. Now, let's talk a bit about the Starship. It's not just any old rocket. It's the most potent launch system to have ever reached the edge of space. We're talking about a behemoth of a spacecraft, one that's designed to make interplanetary travel a reality. It's part of SpaceX's grand plans, which include launching satellites, ferrying passengers, and building settlements on Mars. And let's not forget about the Starship's reusability. This rocket isn't just a one-hit wonder. It's designed to be used over and over again, making space travel more cost-effective. But with the recent explosion, it seems like the Starship's reusability is still a work in progress. So, while the Starship did make it farther than any of its predecessors, it seems like its journey ended with a bang, quite literally. SpaceX, the company that never lets a little thing like an exploding rocket get in its way. This is the spirit that underpins the endeavors of SpaceX, a company that is no stranger to the spectacular sight of their Starship prototypes lighting up the sky, not with triumphant ascent, but with fiery and unexpected descents. Despite these explosive setbacks, SpaceX remains undeterred in their quest to conquer the cosmos. You see, for them, it's all part of the process. Each spectacular explosion is not a failure, but a stepping stone, a fiery lesson in their relentless pursuit of innovation. They embody a philosophy of quick fixes and continuous testing. They dust off the ashes, pick up the pieces, and with the tenacity of a team with their eyes set on the stars, they try again. The Starship prototypes that have met their dramatic ends are the precursors to SpaceX's Starship, a spacecraft that holds the key to the company's grand vision. This is not just a rocket, it's the cornerstone of a future where space is not just a frontier for the few, but a domain for all. With Starship, SpaceX plans to revolutionize space travel. It aims to launch satellites into orbit, ferry passengers across the cosmos, and in an endeavor that seems straight out of a science fiction novel, build settlements on Mars. Each explosion, each setback brings them one step closer to realizing this vision. But it's not just about reaching Mars. The Starship and its reusability are essential for cost savings, making space travel more accessible and sustainable. It's about creating a future where space is not just the domain of astronauts, but of everyday people. So while some might see an explosion and think it's the end, for SpaceX, it's just the beginning. They understand that the road to the stars is not a smooth one, and they're prepared to face the bumps, the craters, and yes, even the occasional explosion. With SpaceX, it's always, if at first you don't succeed, blow it up and try again. While SpaceX is busy playing Rocket Go Boom, there's another billionaire in town who's also got his eyes on the stars. Yes, folks, we're talking about none other than Jeff Bezos, the man who made Amazon the household name it is today. After stepping down as Amazon's CEO, Bezos is now expected to focus more on his space venture, Blue Origin. You see, Blue Origin isn't just another side project for Bezos. It's a significant part of his vision for the future. Bezos believes that to preserve Earth and accommodate a growing population, we need to expand into space. That's why he's been funding Blue Origin by liquidating Amazon stock. Now, that's what we call putting your money where your mouth is. However, the path to the stars isn't quite as smooth as Bezos might have hoped. Blue Origin is currently facing stiff competition from SpaceX, Elon Musk's space venture. And let's just say that the competition isn't exactly friendly. Blue Origin lost out on US national security launch contracts to SpaceX and United Launch Alliance. They are now racing against SpaceX and Dynetics to develop a lunar lander for NASA. Winning this contract is crucial for Blue Origin's success and profitability. Now, it's not all doom and gloom for Bezos and company. Blue Origin has made progress in overcoming combustion stability issues with its rocket engine. It's also hoping to generate revenue from its New Glenn rocket and Amazon's Project Kuiper satellite constellation. So, there are still plenty of opportunities for Blue Origin to make its mark in the space industry. So, while SpaceX rockets are doing a fireworks display in space, Bezos is probably thinking, well, at least I'm not the only one with problems. Yes, the space race isn't just about who can get to Mars first, it's also about overcoming technical difficulties, dealing with competition, and ultimately making space more accessible for all of humanity. So, what's next? Will the rockets stop going boom? Will Bezos catch up? Or will we all just give up and decide to stay on Earth? As for SpaceX, the future is uncertain but hopeful. The recent Starship explosion, although a setback, is not necessarily a death knell. SpaceX's philosophy is to fix problems quickly and continue testing. They're like a resilient boxer who, no matter how many punches they take, keeps getting back up. Therefore, it's not a matter of if Starship will fly again, but when. And when it does, it will be a giant leap towards making space travel more accessible and economical. Meanwhile, over at Blue Origin, the challenges are plentiful. Despite losing out on national security launch contracts and facing stiff competition from SpaceX, Bezos and company aren't throwing in the towel just yet. Bezos is expected to take a more hands-on role in resolving procurement, technical, and production issues. With Bezos at the helm, Blue Origin could potentially shift into hyperdrive and catch up with its competitors. However, it's not just about winning the space race, it's about what these advancements could mean for humanity. Could we be on the cusp of an era where space travel is as common as hopping on a plane? Could we be building settlements on Mars within our lifetime? The possibilities are as vast as the cosmos itself. The competition between SpaceX and Blue Origin is not just about two billionaires and their rockets, it's about pushing the boundaries of human potential. It's about our collective dreams of exploring the final frontier. And it's about making sure those dreams don't go up in smoke, or in this case, a fiery explosion. So as we look to the future, we find ourselves on the edge of our seats, eagerly waiting for the next chapter in this cosmic saga. Will there be triumphs? Undoubtedly. Will there be explosions? Probably. Will it be exciting? Absolutely. Well, folks, it seems the only thing certain about the future of space travel is that it will certainly be explosive. So let's recap, or should we say, rocket cap. We've traversed through the thrilling journey of the most powerful rocket ever built, SpaceX's Starship, as it soared farther than ever before, only to be lost in the vast expanse of space. We've witnessed Starship's latest launch, a spectacle of power and ambition that ended in an explosion. This fiery finale, while dramatic, is not unfamiliar in the saga of SpaceX's Starship, the rocket which holds the dreams of settlements on Mars and ferrying passengers across the cosmos has seen its share of tumultuous tests. The company's philosophy of fix and fly is a testament to their relentless pursuit of space exploration. We also delved into the competition brewing in the cosmos between Elon Musk's SpaceX and Jeff Bezos's Blue Origin. The latter, while trailing behind SpaceX in orbital transportation, is not without its own ambitions. With Bezos expected to take a more hands-on role, Blue Origin is gearing up to compete fiercely for NASA's lunar lander contract and to overcome technical challenges that have plagued its progress. Looking ahead, the road to the final frontier is fraught with challenges. The explosion of Starship underscores the difficulty of space exploration and the risks involved. Yet it is these very challenges that spur on our space pioneers, pushing them to innovate, adapt, and ultimately conquer the cosmos. In the end, space is hard, rockets are harder, and making them not explode is apparently the hardest. But hey, at least it's not rocket science. Wait, it is.